Hello, Tenno. If you just started Warframe or you're coming back after a long break and the game feels like a giant space mall where everything is shiny and you have no idea what matters, good. That means you're normal. Warframe is incredible, but it's also one of the easiest games to play wrong. Not because you're bad, because it throws a galaxy of systems at you, then politely whispers, "Figure it out, champ." So in this video, I'm going to show you how to start Warframe the right way in 2026. Fresh, practical, and beginner proof. No wiki rabbit holes, no you must do this exact meta build, just a clean path that makes you feel strong, faster, keeps you motivated, and prevents the number one beginner pain, feeling weak and confused. Let's get into it. Before we touch anything, here's the mindset that prevents 90% of beginner burnout. Warframe is not a race, it's a snowball. Your job early is to build a snowball that rolls on its own. Once it's rolling, everything gets easier. Damage, survivability, farming, crafting, even the story progression. Your early snowball has 4 goals. Unlock the star chart. That's your map progression. Number 2 is collect core mods. That's where your real power comes from. 3 is build a small starter arsenal. A few reliable weapons, a nice frame or two. And then 4, learn the upgrade loop. What to farm, what to craft, what to improve on. If you do those 4 things in the right order, Warframe stops feeling like a maze and starts feeling like a power fantasy. When you start the game, you pick Excalibur, Vault, or Mag. Those are the choices of Warframes you have. Here's the truth, all 3 are viable, and you can get the others later, so don't stress. But if you want the solid pick to start it right, Mag is slightly the best starter for long-term account power. Not because she's the easiest right away. Excalibur is the simplest. Press buttons, hit things, feel good. But because Mag teaches you Warframe's secret. Warframe power comes from the systems and the mods, not just the frame itself. Mag scales extremely well once you understand modding. She can control rooms, shred defenses, and make your weapons feel unfair. You won't regret her. And if you already chose Excalibur or Vault, no need to reset. Seriously, you're fine. This guide still applies to them perfect. All 3 of those Warframes are great choices. Mag just is slightly better. Now Warframe lies to you just a little bit. You'll see Warframe rank 30, weapon rank 30, mastery rank going up. Those affect your power a little bit, but your real power early comes from mods. Mod capacity, upgrading mods with Indo and credits, and having 1 or 2 weapons you actually build properly. So when you feel weak, don't think, man, I need a different Warframe. Think, man, my mods need upgraded. I'm getting left behind. That mindset is the difference between a Tenno who quits and a Tenno who becomes unstoppable. Quick note that helps a lot. Ranking gear gives you capacity, upgrading mods gives you power. You need both, but mod upgrades are the real multiplier. At the start, the star chart is your main quest at the beginning. Treat the star chart like a chain of locks. Each planet unlocks resources, mission types, junction requirements, quests that unlock new systems. So your number 1 objective early on, clear nodes, unlock junctions, move forward. Don't get stuck doing the same mission because it's comfortable. Comfort is where progress goes to die. Now you will hit difficult walls. That's normal. When you do, don't grind random missions for hours. Do a quick power check instead. If you feel weak, do one of these. Upgrade 1 damage mod on your main weapon. Add in an Aurora mod, if you have one. Put basic survivability mods on your frame. Swap to a weapon that fits your playstyle. Auto, burst, melee, whatever you might like. Then go back to the star chart progression. Progress first, grind second. Now let's talk a little bit about the power system. The power system comes from mods. Mods are not nice bonuses. Mods are your actual strength. Early game, you do not need rare in-game mods only. You need a core kit that works everywhere in the game. Your beginner weapon core looks like this. Base damage, multi-shot, if available for that weapon. Elemental damage, usually 2 elements to form a new element. And crit or status, depending on the weapon. But don't overthink crit versus status right now. A simple rule is, if your weapon crits a lot, build crit. If it doesn't, build elemental and status. Now here's the part that makes this guide actually usable. If you're using a rifle type, do this. Put on 1 base damage mod if you have it. Add 1 multi-shot mod, add 2 elemental mods. That's it. Even without fancy mods, this instantly makes your weapon feel like it leveled up twice. And for the elemental combos, here's the beginner cheat sheet. Toxin and Cold will make viral. And then you have Toxin and Electric. That makes corrosive. Great whenever armor starts showing up. If you don't want to think too much early, use viral. It's good almost everywhere early and mid-game. Your beginner Warframe core looks like this. 1 survivability mod, health or armor, maybe shield. Pick what makes you stop dying. 1 ability stat, strength or range, pick 1. Energy level, and then you have energy help. If you're always empty, equilibrium. To stop dying, if you feel like you're constantly being folded like laundry, put on 1 health mod and put on 1 armor or shield mod and 1 ability stat, strength or range. Don't try to be perfect, try to be consistent. Consistency clears the star chart. 1 more beginner truth, upgrading mods cost endos and credits. So don't try to max everything instantly. Go no higher than rank 5 on most big 10 rank mods. Upgrade your main damage mod a few ranks, upgrade your survivability mod a few ranks. Small upgrades early equal huge power jumps for you. Now we have a couple traps that you want to avoid. The first big trap would be open worlds too early. There's 3 open worlds, they're awesome. They're also giant side dishes. Touch 1 open world for introductions and basic tools. Don't live there early. Why? Because the open world stacks side systems and side systems on top of each other. You have fishing, mining, standing grinds, crafting chains, enemies that suddenly hit like a truck now. That's how beginners end up spending 5 hours fishing while still feeling weak on the star chart. So here's the smart approach. Do the intro, grab what you need to function, go back to the star chart progression. Later, when the snowball is rolling, open worlds become fun instead of frustrating. Let's talk about a main loadout now. Warframe's crafting menu is a candy store. You can build 50 things, feel busy, and still be weak. The right way is to build 1 reliable loadout first. 1 frame you enjoy, 1 primary you can aim with, 1 secondary that feels dependable, and 1 melee that saves you when things get spicy. Then you expand it, because early power comes from upgrading the same tool. If you swap consistently, your mods stay low, your build stays messy, your progress slows down. Build a core, then experiment. I'm not saying don't swap out your weapons, because that's how you rank up. You max those out, and you go up in power. Now let's talk about your first account power checklist. If you want a clean list of what matters early, here it is. Your early win conditions are: you clear missions without dying, you can kill tougher enemies without emptying 12 magazines into it, you have enough mod capacity to actually equip a build, you're unlocking planets consistently. So prioritize core mod upgrades, a few strong weapons, star chart unlocks, capacity growth. That's the loop. Now let's talk about leveling, because leveling gets a little confusing if you're brand new. You don't need to power level everything early. You need to power level what you use. So your leveling plan should be: level your main frame and your main weapon naturally while clearing the star chart. Swap in new weapons when you feel stable and want mastery points. Don't grind levels just to grind levels unless you have a reason. And when you do want to level faster, do it the smart way. Bring 1 thing you want to level and keep the rest on your loadout the same. Then leave when you're bored, because burnout is the real in-game boss in this game. If you do 1 smart social thing early, do this. Join a clan, not because you need friends, because the dojo unlocks a ridiculous amount of weapons, Warframe blueprints, useful gear, long-term options for you. It's one of the best new account accelerators in the entire game. You don't need a hardcore clan, you just need one that's active enough to have research done. This single choice can make your crafting life easier. Warframe's story is one of the best surprises. I'm not spoiling anything, but here's the right approach. Do quests when junctions require them or progression feels stuck. or a quest unlocks a new system. Quest unlock tools. Tools unlock power. Don't binge the entire story in a panic. Let it pace with your account. Let's talk a little bit about platinum, the in-game currency. Platinum is the spicy topic. Here's the beginner truth. Your first platinum should almost always go to slots. Warframe slots, weapon slots, the boring stuff, not really the cosmetic. But if you want to buy cosmetic stuff, I'm not going to stop you. Because more slots equal more flexibility equals more progression. Buying a shiny weapon early feels great until you realize you can't keep the next 3 weapons you craft. So your no regret platinum mindset is slots first, quality of life second. Cosmetics when they count as stable. Big buys when you actually understand what you like. And yes, trading exists. You can earn platinum without spending real money. But don't turn your early game into the stock market. Get stable first. Quick pause, Tenno. If this is helping you feel less lost and more dangerous, subscribe. I'm building a full Warframe progression series. Beginner steps, farming guides, stop doing this wrong, fixes and in-game ready setups that don't require you to be a spreadsheet wizard. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next one. Let's get back to the good stuff now. A lot of players log in, stare at the ship, and then do random things until they log out confused. So here's a simple routine that works almost at any stage. When you log in, ask yourself, what am I trying to unlock in the next star chart? What resources am I missing for my next craft? What one upgrade would make me stronger today? Then do one chunk of the star chart progression, one targeted farm only if you need it, one upgrade action, mods, crafts, build a part, try some new weapons. That's it. Direction beats grinding. It keeps you from being burnt out on not knowing what to do, because you have hundreds of choices on what you can do in this game. Now let's talk about what to keep versus what to sell in your inventory. New players sell things and regret it later. So here's a couple breakdowns on that. If it's unique or annoying to get again, don't sell it yet. If you crafted it only to level and hate it, selling is fine. If you're not sure, keep it until you understand why it matters. Protect your core loadout first. If you don't know what it is, treat it like a weird alien egg. Keep it, and also remember, even bad weapons can still be useful for mastering. And if it's a quest weapon, don't sell it yet. Or if it comes from the stalker, so it's okay if you don't love everything you craft, just don't delete your future by accident. You're going to feel major jumps in power as you progress. The right way to recognize these moments and lean into them, your big power spikes usually come from understanding mod basics, getting a better core weapon, and actually building it, unlocking key systems through progression, increasing capacity, and cleaning up your build. So when you feel stuck, don't panic. You're probably just one power spike away from the game clicking. Warframe is like that. One day you're struggling, and then suddenly you're deleting rooms. So here's a starting roadmap. Choose a starter and commit. Mag is great, but any is fine. Push star chart. Upgrade core mods. Build a small, reliable loadout. Join a clan. Do quest as required. Use platinum smart. Expand slowly. That's the start. So tonight's plan, if you want the perfect next session, do this. Clear 3 new star chart nodes. Complete 1 junction requirement. Upgrade 1 damage mod on your main weapon. Start 1 craft in the foundry. That is flawless Warframe session. Not overwhelming, not grindy, just progression. Tenno, if you remember nothing else, remember this. Star chart progression is your backbone. Mods are your power. One strong loadout beats a messy collection. Avoid early open world distractions until you're stable. Be careful spending your platinum early on. And most importantly, if you feel weak, it's not because you chose the wrong frame. It's because your system isn't stacked yet. Fix the system and then everything becomes much more fun. If you want more Warframe videos that are simple, practical, and actually help you progress, subscribe. And drop a comment where you are in your Warframe journey right now. Brand new, returning, or already clearing still path. I read them and I'll aim the next guides directly at what you need. See you in the orbiter on the next one, Tenno.